Well, I just found the most horrifying video on the Los Angeles Unified School District's website. I am a professional hypnotist. I know conversational hypnosis, neuro-linguistic programming. I've been down this profession and this rabbit hole very deeply, and I know this stuff very well. Just like I can go in front of a bunch of people and psychologically manipulate them at the highest level, when I see it happening, it's very easy for me to tell. You know, it's plain sight, obvious. And so I'm seeing that right now in this video that's targeted towards our children. And we really, really need to watch this. And as we watch this, this is a 2-minute video. I'm going to share with you what my thoughts are as I'm watching this. As a professional hypnotist.
Everybody deep breath in. Deep sleep. Way down deep. Staying in your chairs. Staying in your chairs.
That can make someone hallucinate after talking to them for 15 minutes, not be able to say their name, eat an onion and make it taste like an apple.
What's wrong right now? What's wrong?
I hear my favorite song come out of the chute. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, we're on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. I want that shoe.
What song do you hear in this one?
I don't know, it's acoustic.
You name it, you can imagine it. I can make someone think it's real. This is a legit thing, and I'll show some clips. Well, please watch this with an open mind. I'm a professional at this. I know what I'm doing, and I've done it a lot. And if you're not sure about my information, I invite you to go talk to another skilled hypnotist and verify this information for yourself. This is crucial, and the survival of our country is really on the line. And this is the Achilles heel to kill the giant. This is the stone that's going to bring down the house of cards. Because just like if I show you how a magic trick works, you're not going to get fooled by the magic trick, right? For example, if I take this handkerchief, right? And there's nothing in my hands, right? I'm going to put this handkerchief in my hand. I'm going to stuff it in my hand, right? It looks like it's going into my hand, right? You think it's going into my hand, right? I'm going to stuff it in there really tightly, but it's not there. I just tricked you right in front of your face. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? See, now it's stupid because you know the trick now, right? I'm going to do the same thing except with psychology, right? This is real psychology. By the way, I challenge any PhD psychologist to go up in front of 300 people and prove your method of therapy. You'll never see it, but I'll do it every single time. We'll talk about real results. This video is going to blow your mind when I show it to you. Here we go. Okay, so first, right off the bat, there's already a hypnotic thing going on. It's probably not what you think. Where you get your information and someone who you trust will determine if you believe it or not, right? I'm going to really break this down, and it's really crucial I show all these examples here. So pretend for a second this circle is your mind in its entirety, right? One portion of it is your conscious mind. I'm just going to abbreviate it, right? That's your conscious mind. That's what you're aware of right now. That's the recent memory that you have. That's the awareness of you have of your body, what you are conscious of, what you are aware of, right? That's in this little tiny section in here. Below that is your subconscious mind, right? That is the mind that's in the background, that has all your beliefs, that has all your memories, right? If I hypnotize someone into the deep hypnotic state of somnambulism, I can get access, we can get access to all those memories. It goes beyond that, but we're going to stay on the basic stuff right now. This line right here is something we call the critical factor, right? That is your belief system that keeps you from just accepting any type of information, right? That's the place in your mind that has you skeptical, right? Maybe you're watching this video and you're very skeptical of my information because it's going to go against the grain big time. So having a healthy critical factor is crucial in you not being psychologically manipulated, right? So just if I showed you this magic trick, if I were to tell you all the tricks about hypnosis, it would be less likely to work on you, right? So getting information from a place of authority allows you to take the information and have it go through the critical factor into the subconscious mind. There's like a little bit of information. It will go from your conscious, aware, you hear it, you think about it, it goes through your critical factor into the subconscious mind. And so when you have an authority, the administrative site of Los Angeles Unified School District that is supposed to be serving you, not telling you what to do, 600,000 kids with 1,000 different schools, you think it's like, okay, this is the government telling us the right information for our kids. You just really need to be thinking critically of it first. And let me show you how my critical factor works, because these tricks don't work on me. Just like that magic trick won't work on you again.
There's never been anything like this virus in our lifetime.
So there's never been anything like this virus in our life. In order to hypnotize someone, there's a technique we use called pacing and leading, right? You tell the person a fact of what they know is already true, and then you lead them in a small, incremental, believable fashion towards what you want them to feel, think, and do, right? So, for example, in a hypnosis show, I would have, okay, so now that you're comfortably sitting in your chair ready to be hypnotized, as they are, take a nice deep breath in and fill your lungs full of air. I led them to now take a nice deep breath in. Now, as you exhale, I pace them as they exhale because they're going to exhale. Allow yourself to relax deeply. And as they exhale, they allow a feeling of relaxation to come down their body, right? This is a very effective method to induce hypnosis, and it's very obvious when it's happening, and it's kind of expected. If I continue this process in 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to have them not be able to remember their first name.
What's your first name? Amanda, please just say your name. What does that feel like? What does that feel like?
It's really frustrating.
So let's watch this again very carefully.
There's never been anything like this virus in our lifetime. Often, it's hard to see the effects it's having on our children.
Often, it's hard to see the effects it's having on our children, right? Not all the time. Often. It kind of makes the idea malleable in your mind, where often, sometimes, this time, maybe not that time, the times that you are thinking of right now to associate into this video, it's hard to see the kids and how they're affected, which is true. Parents, do you know when your kids are sick or not? I think you know when your kids are sick.
Has this conversation taken place in your home?
Okay, so now we're going to witness kind of like a monkey see, monkey do kind of thing. Now, I'm going to get a little bit more controversial here. The media has used sitcoms as ways to help control society as far as creating a culture and an expectation. Monkey see, monkey do. When you see your favorite actors in your favorite show doing certain things, it actually alters how you may make changes in your life. It's subtle, it's powerful. Think about the people you admire, and you might do some things like them, right?
Mom, I'm scared about going back to school.
Generally, most kids are scared to go back to school. And I would imagine during this situation, they most definitely are, because they're probably traumatized at this point. I remember I didn't want to go to school because I was afraid too.
I don't want to get sick, and I don't want to get you and Dad sick.
So the kid does not want to get sick. Of course, no one wants to get sick. And now they introduce a thought that they have to take responsibility for someone else's health, their parents' health. And now we have the look of expression of worry on the mother's face. Now, a child is watching this, right? They are just taking in everything.
Our scientists tell us there are 3 things we must do to stay safe.
Our scientists tell us. So I looked on this website. I did not see any references or bibliography as far as what scientists mean. It's a word that's thrown around a lot that has a very vivid picture of scientists and lab coats and laboratories and doctors and medical buildings, right? Science, physics, science teacher, beakers full of chemicals, right? We all have this idea of science in the back of our minds. And hey, just say science and it equals fact without having to question. Science allows the critical factor to open up.
Wear masks. Make sure we social distance.
By the way, when I have a hypnosis show, when there's a lot of unruly kids that are kind of spontaneous and hard to control, I would literally separate the chairs from each other, stagger them, so they're pretty much 6 feet apart from each other. That way they won't interrupt each other and I can hypnotize more people easily.
And wash our hands. And now, your school with the help of Microsoft Corporation.
I'm not even going to go down the Microsoft route with the founder of Microsoft and what he's quoted as saying in TED Talks, and I'm not even going to talk about it.
Has created another. Introducing Daily Pass.
All right, Daily Pass. This is the focus of the video, the Daily Pass. We have a piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper with a barcode, but now we have the sun, right? A very powerful element in our life. If we don't have the sun, there is no life, right? And now they introduce this whistling music. Welcome to school, it's gonna be great. Now we're introducing an idea to you that you feel good about.
Your exclusive ticket for safely going back to school.
Exclusive, right? That's like a sales gimmick, right?
Each week, you can schedule your free on-campus COVID test.
Each week, you can schedule it, right? Like it's your choice. But no, they're making you do this.
The results are displayed in your Daily Pass. And if you choose to take your test off campus, you can post the results in your Daily Pass. And the moment vaccinations are available, you'll simply be able to schedule yours through your Daily Pass.
This is also a sales technique. It's kind of like showing you a product or service, telling you the benefits, but then saying, oh, well, it's not available yet. I'll let you know when it's available. Then you come line up to get it, right? I have some nice, delicious chocolate cake, but it's not ready yet. I'll let you know when it's ready, and you line up and get it.
But the real magic is your daily health check.
The real magic. Folks, the only magic I know is trickery.
Just answer a few simple health questions every day.
A few simple health questions every day. You're going to have the kid ask themselves every day, am I sick? 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 If you know anything about psychology and mantras and affirmations, you want to be asking yourself positive things, because once an idea goes in your subconscious mind, we all have a supercomputer in between our ears. The reticular activation system of the brain will become activated to look for that thing you programmed yourself with. The kid is always going to be asking in the back of their head, are you sick? Am I sick? Am I sick? Am I sick? Do I have a fever? Do I have a cough? Do I have a tickle in my throat? Am I fatigued? Am I sick? And so once they notice a little sickness, they're going to think they have this life-threatening disease. They're going to kill their parents. Listen, kids are very influenceable, right? And now you're using ultra type techniques on the kids.
And like magic, your
Tricks,
entrance ticket appears.
It appears like magic. Listen to the music. Crescendo.
Welcome back.
Oh, welcome back. Nothing to fear. It's just an old man. I love going to school. Look at her. So we have this is very strategically made, guys. We have a heart on her hair, the same color as the red mask. And she has the rainbow on the shirt, so it has a little bit of matching color to it too. That's not a mistake. You have an anchor with a symbol of love, powerful emotion. By the way, hypnotic concept you must understand. To the degree in which you create emotion in somebody, I know this looks weird with all the scribbles and stuff, is to the degree you speak into their subconscious mind. Let me say that again, because I interrupted myself. To the degree you make someone feel emotion, or someone makes you feel emotion, they are talking to that equal depth of your subconscious mind, right? So if I make you feel so full of fear and you believe what I'm saying, the information is seeping into your brain because you're feeling it. That means you believe it, right? All this stuff gets very convincing and it manipulates all of us.
Welcome to school.
Another old man kind of holding his hip like, "Oh, welcome to school. I'm nothing to be afraid of." By the way, this is an animation video that's completely constructed reality, right? The look on the dad's face. He's concerned. Is my kid sick? Where's my kid? Did he get sick? Did they take him? Did they take her away? Oh, there she is. She looks so stylish with her matching mask. This is how kids are gonna think, guys. The dad with the red glasses, color association.
So, how did it go?
The heart represents love. It's red. We got red glasses. This is real stuff, guys.
Dad, I have to admit, I was scared at first, but then I felt so safe.
Dad, at first I was scared. Now I feel safe. This is a hypnotic concept where you're in time, before and after. Before I felt like this, now I feel like this. And look where the past is placed. It's specifically, strategically placed, let me say my words right, on the dashboard, touching or on the girl, right? Watch what happens next.
It was so good to be back.
Okay, it's so good to be back.
Thanks for keeping me safe.
Thank you for helping me become programmed.
I love you so much.
And she loves him so much for real, right? We all have love for our parents. This is an emotion again, allowing the message to go into your subconscious mind. And it's not a mistake that they're ending it off in love, the most powerful emotion. And watch what they do with the pass. Anchor. They bring the pass up. It's still on top of the girl near her heart on the corner. And they put that little animation there with the little sound effect while she just talked about love. And that anchors in the feeling into this piece of paper. So when the kids start filling out the test and like, yeah, I'm going to answer the questions because I love my family. It's so manipulative, guys. It's so bad. Oh my God. So that's one. Now there's one that the parents watched, and we're going to go through this a lot faster. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to talk about the specifics of what they consider COVID is going to be. But if you're going to ask a child how their health is, right, you'd ask things that are probably like, did you get a good sleep last night? Did you have breakfast? Is anyone abusing you? Is anyone making fun of you? And have you felt sick? Right? Let's put the question in there. But that's the only focus is sickness. Right? I mean, do I have to explain all this? Come on. All right. The second video. Safe steps to safe schools. I wanted to save this one. And we have these little these little shoe soles, right? What else do you think these little symbols mean? Or what do they look like? To me, they kind of look like a cell organelle. They kind of look like a mitochondria. This kind of gets conspiracy-ish, but you're watching my video to get my expertise, right? It's the powerhouse of the cell. A lot of our health depends on the energy of the mitochondria, right? There's DNA in the cell. And it's not like that medical device thing does anything to change anything like that, does it? Here's a real mitochondria right here, right? You have the lines, you got a few little dots, right? And then we look at the sole shoe, and it's kind of got the lines, and it's got the dot. I'll let you decide that one. That's just my viewpoint there. Let's watch this, because there's a little sneaky thing in here that they miss out that really should be there. This is kind of like when you're in school and you run down the hallway and the teacher's like, stop, walk, right? You're doing your thing, you're living your life, you do what you do, and then you get frozen. Then someone gives you suggestion, threatens you, really? Then you behave. You alter your behavior, right? You change. Therefore, you're programmed differently. You now walk through the hallways and you don't run anymore. Your behavior has been altered. You have been successfully hypnotized. There's a lot of ways to define hypnosis and hypnotize, but it's really all the same kind of thing. So safe steps, again, now they're creating the expectation for when you go back to school, you are going to step slowly. You're going to be cautious. You're not going to just be free. We are going to control you and tell you how to be.
Welcome to the Daily Pass, the one-stop shop digital tool to gain entry to a Los Angeles Unified School campus or district office. This tool, which was developed for Los Angeles Unified in partnership with Microsoft.
Oh yeah, we're not going to talk about Microsoft. By the way, I think every person should witness behind the scenes of a TV show or a film shoot or a movie, because it really takes away the realism of the end result edited picture, right? These are all actors. This is a whole planned video shoot.
Allows
prepping you to follow a new reality.
Individuals to answer daily health check questions, receive a Daily Pass QR code, schedule a COVID-19 test, as well as receive test results and reminders.
And notice they did not talk about the medical procedure that your child can get themselves, that you're not going to know about. I guess if they're over 13 or whatever. So your 13-year-old that knows everything, they're going to be able to make their own medical procedures on their own.
The Daily Pass is available to all Los Angeles Unified employees, parents, and visitors. Students who are 13 years and older, parents will need to complete the Daily Pass health check for their child who is under the age of 13 via their
Hey, Susie, are you sick? 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 Every day. Are you sick? Do you have a cough? Are you fatigued? Mom, I don't know. Am I sick?
Computer, tablet, or any mobile device. To obtain your Daily Pass, which follows guidelines set forth by the LA County Health Department,
be a good little citizen, just do what you're told.
Simply go to dailypass.lausd.net and click on Parents. Parents will need to log
It's only $3,000 with easy payments.
in using their parent portal account.
I'm making up those figures as numbers, but it's like a sales tactic. It's like an advertisement. By the way, I don't know if I'll go into this video, but there's a lot of companies involved that make crazy money off of the testing and the medical procedure and the app. There's massive amounts of money in this. Imagine, as a hypnotist, I mean, I would get excited when I get 1,000 shows at every school, right? Think about these companies, man. Sure, there's probably some good employees that want to do good things with for kids, but there's some round table of CEOs and executives that are going, we're gonna make millions.
Parents can register for an account by clicking the first link provided on the main login page. Once logged in, click on Get Daily Pass. Select the person or people for whom you are creating a pass.
Select for the person or people. See, what they've done is they've eliminated the word kid and child. I don't know if you guys noticed that. And so now you have put a reframe on a person as what they are. You know, they're not a kid. They're not a child, they're a person. A person can make their own decisions. A person has independence. And so after we brainwash your children and tell them what to do and make them do all these things, but make it look like it's their choice, then we're going to make them book their appointments.
Choose the campus or office you will be entering from the drop-down.
And if you don't, everyone at school is not going to want to be around you. You remember when kids would make fun of each other about the cooties? You know, there's a girl that you like, and she's like, "Oh, you got cooties. I don't want to be near you." And then everyone laughs at you and like, "Oh." That's like that, which isn't fun to go through, times 1,000.
Menu. Take the daily health check, which includes a commitment.
Let's look at this. Daily health check. I don't know. When I have a daily health check, I'm making sure that I have breakfast, I sleep good, I meditate, I exercise, right? There's none of that in here. Are you coughing? Do you have a runny nose? Do you have loss of breath, shortness of breath? It has nothing to do with the thing that you're covering your breathing hole with. And the bacteria? No bacteria grows in there.
To healthy behaviors, as well as the county-required wellness and exposure check. Once cleared, a QR code will be generated for that
exposure check, right? Like, have you been exposed? All these words, all these terms, they all add up.
Date and site. Upon arrival at the school site, a school staff member, known as a welcomer, will scan the...
See, we'll reframe and create a good name for the person who's basically the Gestapo checking your papers as a welcomer.
The QR code at entry and take your temperature.
Oh, yeah. So this doesn't lead to the health pass turning into your tracked phone and then turning into some kind of electric ship or anything. Huh? Oh, and then we're going to point a gun-like device to your head that's an electronic device made of a 60 hertz frequency of red light, which penetrates through the skin, right to your brain and creating disharmony in the location of where the cells are. Please research this, guys.
Thank you for using the Daily Pass.
Future pace. We all do this in emails, right? We ask a favor of a person, hey, blah, blah, can you check this out? Thank you, right? Future pace. We think they're going to do it for them. We thank them ahead in advance, right? Thank you for doing what you're told, good citizen.
As we take every step to ensure we keep our school and workplace as safe as possible.
All right. Safe steps to change your mitochondria. So, listen, guys. I used to use all of these manipulation techniques in my shows, right? See, one of the things I used to do for propaganda a month before the show starts to gain excitement and interest in the shows, we would post these posters all over the school. And so for a month, everyone's staring at this thing and seeing it in the hallways and seeing it at the cafeteria. So by the time I show up, I'm like a celebrity, right? Everyone's been looking at my picture. Wow, what's going to happen? And then I do this induction. And so all I have to do when I get there is say sleep right in front of your face and they're gone, right? It's built up to an intensity where they just drop very, very easily. And dude, I'm just one guy with one picture, one poster up for a month. And I can make anybody hallucinate that comes up on the stage and follows directions and is open to the experience. So what is it like when you have a multi-billion-dollar media conglomerate with social media and the news and advertisements and posters up in every business? What kind of expectation does that give you? And then by the time that you're in a circumstance where, okay, now it's time to be safe and get your medical procedures, it's so simple. It's cake. It's like me walking up to a student that's seen these posters, and I just walk up and say, sleep. And they're down. And I can make them believe anything and make them do anything. See, I'm almost crying right now because I know how fucking powerful this is and what it's going to do to 600,000 kids just here. I mean, it's going to be millions across the country. So, I mean, a lot of you guys probably aren't going to get this, you know? And some of you that do get it probably already did get it. So, I don't know. Should I keep breaking down these videos? Do I need to expose every hypnotic secret? Because I will, you know? No training needed. No thousands of dollars. No seminars and courses. This is the Achilles heel, guys. This is exposing the magic trick that's tricking everybody. It's the kids, man. It's just kids. Hey, it's one thing to manipulate adults, you know, and I don't think it's right, but, you know, every adult should be able to think for themselves. But these are children, man. They don't know what the fuck to think. Please copy this video and share it